Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another bumper edition of your favorite show, the Morgeez Podcast, Voice of the Underground, with your boy Christopher Stovers Audley, aka Rap Don, aka Stovers. Today, that Eagle Shaun is in the house. That Eagle Shaun. How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
I'm okay. How you
You know,
doing?
I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit. Who's that Eagle?
That ego. Whew. That
And
that's
break it out from the Shaun thing.
from the Shaun.
Yeah.
I could start where I could explain how I got to the name that ego Shaun.
Yes.
My real name is Tateo.
All right.
Yeah, it's spelled like that ego without the stroke in between. So
Okay.
that was like a creative way of using my original name as my stage name. And the Shaun is just my second name, and that's how I came about it. And I'm a rapper, producer, engineer, and yeah, I love making music, man. Music is my life, and since I started making music, I never stopped.
I was actually gonna ask you, like, first, who's that Eagle name? Then after that, what exactly you do? But now you already put it out there. All right. Now, tell us a little bit about your new project before we even get into some of these other things that we're gonna talk about. Tell us about your project, the new project.
My latest project.
Yes.
I just put out a single like 2 weeks ago,
All right.
and it's making some massive moves. But
Yes.
unfortunately, I cannot do as much as I would like to do because of the lockdown and stuff.
All
So
right. Yes.
things are kind of like slow, but the reception on social media and everything, like, it's really crazy. And the single is from my latest EP that's gonna come out soon.
All right. Just come through. Come
Okay,
closer.
should I come close?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Better. Yes.
Alright.
Let's-
The single is from my
Better
latest EP that's gonna come out soon.
All right.
Yeah, the name of the EP is Last Try. I even got a tattoo for it.
Wow.
So yeah, that's like
Wow.
some serious stuff. It's really got some hot songs. It's versatile and it's balanced. It's got a sound for the club. It's got a sound for people who are really conscious and listen to the words and stuff. And then the production is always on top because I'm working with a very heavy producer.
That is
My younger
producer
brother.
D.
Yeah, D, my younger brother.
You know, I know the name already because I heard the work, man. You know, I was like blown away with
You
all
were like,
of the,
oh.
I'm telling you, man.
Nah, he's legend. He's
No,
a
that-
legend, straight
that
up.
producer's dope, man.
I won't lie.
Now tell us a little bit about ASAP. Your new is a new single off the album Last Try. All right.
Last Try. Yeah, that's the first single that I released from the project.
All right.
And then the recent one is called Dominoes, but ASAP is part of the EP too.
All right.
And how that came about is, it came about like really late.
Okay.
It was around like 4 a.m. Yeah, that's when I got the beat from D. He was not
Okay.
around Joburg by that time. And when I listened to the beat, immediately just words just started coming to my head. I was like, okay, I know where this is going. So I recorded it like same time. I didn't sleep that day until I got everything done. And as soon as I got it done, I sent it to a few people. They told me what they think. And people started talking about video. We started organizing the video.
Yeah, before we
And-
even talk about a video,
Yeah.
you know, I want the people to know when did your musical journey started? And before that question, because I can sense that the whole set is too quiet, why don't you give us some bars off ASAP?
From ASAP.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Raw live, no beat, nothing, man.
no beat.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'll
You
I'll
know.
break it down. Let me
You
just
know,
get to
that's
the.
how you do it. Everybody knows you. Let's go.
Should I break it down now or should I answer your question first?
Right now.
Should I break it down now?
Right now.
Oh
Right
my
now.
God. Oh, you just put me on the spot right now.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man. Because music is what we do, and music is you're a superstar. I mean, up and coming superstar, rising star. All right,
rising star,
That's
yeah.
according to the Morgeez Magazine. The
Right.
publishing article, your biography says a rising star. You are
Yeah,
a rising
I've seen
star.
you sent me a link like last
All right,
night and I
let's
saw
put
my
it
own
on.
profile
Let's,
and
let's hear you drop it like it's hot.
all right.
Just one verse,
One
It'll be
verse.
fun, yeah.
All right. Which one? The first or the second verse? I don't know.
Anything.
Any one
Just
of them.
freestyle about me. Look at me.
I'm not, I'm not that good. All right. Can't you see that I'm a genie with this? Drop me a penny, I grant you a wish.
Yo, D, man, come on, give us the beat, man. Come on.
All this money got me raising suspicions. Road to the riches. Getting money, I'ma get to the dishes. Yo, where do we miss this? Everybody want like ASAP. Mama need a house like ASAP. Daddy need a house like ASAP.
Everybody sing.
Buddy need a house like ASAP. Team going in like ASAP. Mother going around like ASAP. Mama need a house like ASAP.
You know, man, I tell you, man, that single is gonna rock the world. And we're glad to be part of your journey, man. So now tell us a little bit about your musical journey, man. Hey, how it all get started and everything.
It started around 2008 when I started high school.
You're right.
And I started off as a dancer, as a hip hop dancer.
Wow, I
So
see
I
that.
I just love this whole hip hop culture, and I was like, okay, I want to be part of that. We started a young crew from my hometown, and yeah, we danced for like 2 years until I got introduced into music.
All right.
And we had this guy that we looked up to, and he was doing grade 12 by then.
All right.
2010, I was doing grade 10, and we approached him. We were like, we have this idea of a song. We don't know how we make a song. What do you need? We don't even know a studio, but we know you do music, so can you help us out? And he taught us exactly what we needed to know and start. He introduced us to music. He gave us beats, and he taught us how to write, to structure everything. And then we put out our first single 2010, and it really made an impact back at home because people knew us as dancers, and now we putting out music, and they're like, oh my God, you guys just keep on getting great. So we put out that song, and that's where my music career started. It started back in 2010, and I don't remember myself stopping for a minute ever since.
You definitely need not to stop, man. Let's say, for example, who are some of the influences, like apart from maybe, you know, who made it up with some, you know, some of your colleagues or some of your peers that you get started, like just like you've said.
Yeah.
Who are some of your influences, like musically, that
Musically.
actually set a tone for your career?
Okay, musically, from the start, I could say my older brother.
All right.
He was not living with us at that time, but I heard he was doing music, and he sent me some of his songs, and I thought they were very incredible. So I really wanted to be like, to walk in his shadow and stuff. I was like, okay, he inspired me. He played a hand, and the first guy that we recorded our first single with, Oracle Shader, and yeah, I like. He inspired me too.
All right.
And I started looking more into like international sound, who's doing it good and stuff. So I can call the likes of Jay-Z, the Kanye's.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, that's really the people that I look up to till this day.
Awesome. But if you want to bring that inspiration home, who would that be?
At home.
Yeah.
Okay. I like AKA a lot.
All right.
AKA does it for me.
What do you think? Why did AKA stand out for you?
AKA is not afraid to try. You know, he's not afraid to try. I feel like he spends a lot of time making music and not just like, okay, now I'm famous, let me just put out anything that I record. But he actually puts in that time, and he has a vision for this whole thing. And yeah, I feel his work, you know, like when I listen to his music, I can feel that, yeah, it took him a long time to put this together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great inspiration. Now, speaking of vision and everything, so what makes you think that your sound is unique or more unique than others, or what is more unique? Or let me just put it this way. How unique is your sound? So we don't contradict or get into bump head with other people. How unique is your sound?
My sound is really unique because I like to collaborate.
All right.
And I like to get different genres or different fields of music and into one piece. And Yeah, that's how I stand up, because I don't really like to go with the wave. If everybody's using the auto tune or you use your voice this way, it doesn't mean I have to do it. No, no. I like to do my own thing, and I like to keep my lyrics as raw as possible. Like there's always a message behind it, even though you might just think like this is just a club song, but if you really listen to the lyrics, it could really paint a story up for you.
I know you spoke about your brother also inspiring part of being part of that journey and everything.
Yeah.
So the team, because and you also mentioned your team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you take us through the process of putting up a team? What does it take you? How did you manage to put up a team of producers and everybody, songwriters? Because I see some of your tracks, you actually feature people, and you just mentioned that you like working with people. Yeah, how did you get all of that together? How easy is that?
That's
Or
a
what are
very
the
good question.
challenges? Yeah.
That's a good question. What I know about a team is everybody has to play a different role. Just like, for example, a soccer team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody cannot just play want to be Messi and score all the
You
goals.
know.
Nah, there's somebody that you need like at the back and stuff, and you have to play your role to your best. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to look at people who have different abilities, but within the same music in the industry.
Circle or
Yeah, in
something,
the
or
circle.
same passion for
Exactly.
or same kind of sound or something.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm trying to. My whole team consists of defenders, goalkeepers, everything. So whatever they use, the tactics they use in soccer, I'm using it in the game.
All right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. You know, one of these general questions that I always ask, all of the indie artists. Before I even mention indie artists, are you signed to any record label or anything?
Nah, not at the moment.
Why not? Because as good as you are. Or you're
No,
not
not.
interested?
I just nah. I just feel like I might be doing it for now, but in the future, I've seen a lot of artists who always say I don't own my masters. I don't do it. It really kills you when it goes forward. So I feel like I should see how far I can get independently,
Yes.
so I can see if I really need a record label to maybe further my fan base and stuff. So for now, I don't really think I need one, but yeah, everything's
I like
going
that
good.
thinking, man. I'm going to check you right straight up.
You need to own your masters.
All right, all right. So, being an indie artist, because part of Voice of the Underground on the Morgeez podcast, now streaming on Morgeez Radio International, is that a couple of the indie artists, they're always scared of the risk. Should I say that? Just like you decided that this is where I won't be in this main time, and I believe that actually boosts your concentration, because you're not splitting your time between creativity and sourcing for people
Yeah.
who might not even like your music, and in the process, some artists actually get frustrated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So
true.
you are not playing in that league.
True.
So having said that, though, what are some of the challenges that will be coming through or comes with that kind of pack, or with that kind of thought? What are the challenges that you'll be facing as an indie artist? With
As an
your
indie
thought?
artist.
Exactly.
First and foremost, it's capital.
All right.
Capital is really difficult as an indie, because not enough people are booking you, so you cannot pay for enough stuff, like PR or stuff like that. So it's really hard when you don't have capital. And another challenge is people are just taking advantage of you because you're indie. So people feel like they can order you around, like come and do a free show, or stuff like that. Or people could be like, I can only pay half for the session.
What- exactly.
Like people feel like they can take an advantage. Yeah, that's really the challenges that I have. But in terms of the team, I feel like everybody knows how to play their role. So within the team, I don't think we have problems. It's just
Speaking of that challenge, though, I would like to ask you, transiting from that very same kind of question.
Yeah.
What is the state of hip hop in South Africa?
right now it's a growing genre.
All right.
It's really-
like, you mean you're referring to from the mainstream
Yeah,
downstairs or
yeah.
from downstairs upwards?
From either way.
All right.
Either way, it's still a growing genre, because big artists still have a complaints about not enough support or not enough people understand my vision and stuff.
real though.
Yeah, but why I'm saying it's a growing genre is I see these young kids in the streets everywhere, in hood, in the city, everywhere. They starting to catch on to this hip hop vibe, this culture. Hip hop is a culture, and some people just listen to it, but they don't live the culture. So more young people are starting to live the culture. So by the time I'm 30 or something. Yeah, 30 or 30
Yeah,
something.
I'm gonna get there in a short while. You know, where you gonna be in a short while.
By the time I'm 30 or something, in a few years, I feel like when those kids, like make it to out of high school and stuff, or make it to high school, that's when hip hop will be like a big genre because that will be the coolest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a culture now. People like if a young kid grows up from a young age with this mindset of I need to dress like this, I need to do this, you know, the hip hop culture. By the time they're old, they're gonna be living hip hop. So
awesome.
and they're gonna be influencing a lot of people like, yo, listen to this, do that. You know, it's a growing genre. So yeah, but for now it's still getting the recognition it deserves.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Definitely, most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still hanging with that Eagle Shaun.
I'm here.
One and only. The guy who needs his money ASAP.
I need my money ASAP. Mama need a crib ASAP.
ASAP. And he's got to put in the work and he's doing that straight up. Still hanging with that Eagle Shaun on Morgeez Podcast, streaming live on the Morgeez Radio International with your boy Christopher Stovers Audley, aka Red Dunn. Now, there Eagle.
Yep.
So if we proceed from, if we want to branch out of South Africa into Africa, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see the movement of hip hop rising to take over the continent anytime soon?
Very good question. So now I have to prophesy.
Exactly. I'm gonna just say what you know.
All right. Yeah, I think so, but I don't think it's gonna be like the leading genre for like Africa, because there's this Afro pop sound that's coming out of Nigeria. It's really killing. I feel like everywhere you can find it there. You can go to Kenya, you can go to Ghana, you can go to South Africa. We love the sound, this Nigerian sound. So I feel like that's gonna be the primary sound for Africa, and hip hop could just come underneath it. Yeah, it's still growing. So, but I feel like it's gonna be a big genre.
So speaking of that, though, would you like to work with anybody, or who would you like to work with? From those people who are, or those artists who are into this Afro pop thing from Nigeria and these other countries that you just mentioned.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't thought about it because I haven't bumped into anyone who does that sound.
Who asked that question?
Yeah,
anyway.
but I wish I could find anyone.
That's the reason for Voice of the Underground on the Morgeez Pocket, because we try to, spread this thing. We shouldn't look at our talent as if we stopped in a small little province or a small little state.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. But it's great your response anyway.
I hope somebody who does that music is listening so we can collaborate. And I love to work with other people.
That's what Morgeez does, man. It's all about linking up and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's say if you hadn't been into music, you know what I'm saying, what exactly do you think would have been your option in your career or optional career as a young man?
As a young man,
Yes.
could have been an artist, like someone who draws, paints, sketches.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I was quite good at that.
I
when
love that as well, because we actually started Morgeez Creative Media Hub for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, where you can exhibit your artwork.
Yeah.
If you're tattoo artist or Your
Oh.
graffiti artist or what do you call that? This art of your fine
Yeah,
artist.
yeah, fine art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very fine artist.
Oh.
Yeah, or
I
even
feel like I could have done that.
Yeah,
That's a great platform. For,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's cool because as an artist, as a music artist, that's
Mm-hmm.
why I always use the word music artist
Yeah.
in all of my write up and blogs and statements and all that because I know some of y'all actually does fine art,
Fine art
yeah,
and stuff.
graffiti art,
Yeah,
graphic
yeah,
art,
yeah.
and all of those kind
Exactly.
of all of those kind of situations. So you can actually take your art piece and exhibit it at Morgeez Creative Media Hub. It's production.morgeez.com. Yeah, just check that out and start selling
worry,
your
don't-
artwork as well.
Don't worry, I got that.
All right, all right, all right. Let's say, okay, we know hip hop. You know, sometimes they say beef sell records. All right, and we knew that as indie artists, sometimes we barely have that opportunity or that confrontational space. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna put this question for putting sake because we don't know. Like, you know, you'll be doing this music and you've got haters and jealous people and other people you jealous of them or even hate them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you gotta write a song about somebody, diss somebody, who would that be?
For us to diss someone.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You were right about this interview. I wasn't expecting this.
All right.
From the top of my head, I could say Casper.
Why you wanna diss Casper though?
Because I feel like I can give his fans a quality music much more than he does.
That's, don't you think that's societal, man? That's great. Big
But
time.
that's true. I have to be real. I do music. I listen to this and I spend hours. And when I listen to his stuff, I'm like, I could have done way better. Like his latest single, I don't really like that. I feel like Tweezy made the beat and he's with Tweezy. I feel like Tweezy could have found somebody better than Casper to do that. But yeah, I guess that's my opinion.
Wow, you're gonna like diss Casper.
Nah, I don't.
You Casper, man. People saying they gonna diss you.
I don't have a problem with it,
Eagle.
but
No.
I feel like I can.
You know, most definitely, Casper actually need to check your work out. Simple work like ASAP.
just something like that.
You know,
and then
I need my money.
he'll
ASAP.
understand why I'm saying
let's,
this.
Come on, give me that chorus. I really like.
Yeah.
That hook, come on, yeah.
Can't you
Hook it
see
up.
that I'm a genie with this? Drop me a penny, I'll grant you a wish.
Casper, you gotta let something, man. Let's go. Come on, give it to
Should
him.
I keep going?
Give it
Let me
to
give him
I
a
want you to
verse.
give it to him. Yeah.
Let me give him a verse.
Give him a verse then.
Yeah,
Come
let me
on,
give
let's
him
do
a,
this. Give him a verse. People should start
Alright,
putting
something
out
deep,
quality
something deep.
music like
Something
this
deep.
one, like
Alright.
ASAP,
Alright.
by that eagle.
All right, let me give him something deep, something.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Black on black, right down to my melanin. One of the best. Man thought it was evident. When we have a disagreement, we work towards a settlement. Very stressed, a nigga addicted to medicine. Yeah, that is something I'm stuck with. Overthinking is something you keep up with. Don't worry, I'm not the man that you're stuck with. Things change and people forget who they with. Why lie? Cause I don't see any benefits. Walk away when you don't see any benefits. Situation's getting worse, you're not helping it. To part ways is the only way we settle it. To make money, you need to focus on key points. I think big whenever I'm lighting up this joint.
Ah, damn, man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's just a bit of what I write
Eagle,
on
man.
a daily, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's
I want
crazy.
us to sing that hook. All of us. I really love that hook, man. Let's put
You
it.
really like
Yeah,
ASAP,
let's
don't
do
you?
this. ASAP. Let's do this. Come on, man. Give me that hook, man.
All right. Okay. It's been a while since I rapped
That's
to
the
ASAP.
hook.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's sing that song, man. Hook.
Can't you see that I'm a genie with this?
ASAP. No, I just did that.
Mama need a house like ASAP.
ASAP.
Team going in like ASAP.
ASAP.
Mama need a house like ASAP.
ASAP.
Team going in like
Oh, man.
ASAP.
ASAP. Oh man. Oh man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What's up, man? Dude, man. It's going down right here at the Morgeez Podcast, Voice of the Underground, streaming live on Morgeez Radio International with my boy, that Eagle.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Now there, Eagle, let's bring it back home, all right?
Yeah.
Enough of the ASAP, let's take it slow a little bit.
Let's just get it.
Just a little bit slower,
Yeah.
not ASAP. I know I need my money, but a little bit slowly.
Yeah.
You all right?
I get you.
All right, all right, all right. Let's say, I just want to go to some dumb shit,
Okay.
dumb question,
Okay.
Yeah. You know, have you ever been in the wrong side of the law?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've been on the wrong side
What
of the law.
happened, man?
I was drinking in public.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
I was
I thought you
drinking
were gonna
in
be talking
public.
about some criminal shit.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was walking in the mall with a drink in my hand, and I bumped into a cop, and he was like, "Ah, come on, dude! Like really? Like in the mall, just walking around with a drink." I'm like,
Oh, you were drinking?
Yeah.
Walking with a bottle of drink.
yeah,
Or the
in
cup
the
of
mall.
beer.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get to the transport,
Wow.
so I just opened the can in the mall, and I started drinking, and
Wow.
he caught me. I was like, damn, that
I
was
can
so
tell
easy.
you, man. If I'm the cop, I'll definitely get you arrested too.
He didn't even cuff me. He was like, nah. That was crazy.
Oh man, that was dope. Okay, let's say I just want to put this through to you. All right, couple of this is very important right now because hip hop, especially when you go on Instagram, everybody blowing weed and
Oh yeah.
and stuff and some even sipping lean and everything.
Yep.
That's
true.
It's become so fashionable these days. I don't know if it's fashionable or I don't know. I'm too old school to understand that. My question to you is that do you kind of get yourself involved in, blowing weed, sipping lean, anything else before you perform? Or
Oh, before I perform?
yes.
Nah, never.
So how did you get your performance right without anything?
Well, I drink a lot before I perform.
All
Well,
right.
rehearsing. Maybe 2 hours before I go to perform, I drink a lot and I try to get in the mood and yeah, I try to perfect everything and then I detox.
Okay.
And I'm sure when I get on stage, I'm still a bit lit and I'm still aware of what I'm doing because some people just get too high or too drunk and they end up just messing up the whole show. So yeah, I drink a lot. I don't smoke weed before I perform or drink lean. Nah, it's not my style.
That brings me to the next question on the human side. If you had, let's say for example, if you want to do something extraordinary, like you're an animal, all right? Like you're like a, I don't know, like a lion, like a tiger. Well, what kind of animal would it have been? A bird or something, or a fish or anything? What would it have been?
And I love animals so much.
For real though.
I love animals so much. Before we came in here, we were just talking about which pets we're gonna get. I was like, I'm gonna get those small monkeys, those ones that sit on you.
They hangs on you.
Yeah.
When you're walking in the,
Oh my
you're
God.
gonna get arrested again because people they're gonna find you at the mall.
With the monkey, they're gonna arrest me.
This is Africa, man.
Or they probably gonna think I'm doing some witchcraft or some
you
stuff.
know, you know.
But if I was an animal, I would be I'd want to be a smart animal, one that survives, not really aggressive, but I should be able to actually
Smart
use
one.
a smart one. Like monkeys are smart.
Like that's for sure.
Yeah, not a gorilla, but like chimps. Yeah, chimps are very smart. They're
The
really
one
close
that
to
act like a human being or something.
exactly. Yeah, they
Oh,
even
I'm
made
scared
movies
of that
about
one, man.
yeah.
I'll definitely
those
fly from the window, man. Off the roof if I see you.
I still want to use my brain. I don't want to be like too aggressive. I'd like
You
to
wanna
use my
like
brain. Yeah.
half human, half animal.
Yes.
That's crazy, man. Lockdown, First of all, I must again welcome you to the Voice of the Underground. You know why? Because this is the second season and freshly starting with that eagle. You know?
Wow.
So all of us on Morgeez team, we're gonna welcome you officially. Official. It's official. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man.
Yeah.
On that note, man, if it's any project, anything that's there's new apart from let's try. All right, the EP or
The
album.
AP, yeah, yeah,
Let's try.
yeah.
Okay, is there anything you pushing, merchandise wise, or maybe some couple of gigs or some kind of other things that you or collabos, anything, any new project that actually the lockdown has actually stopped, but it's still gonna go on.
Ooh, I was gonna say, having people over for studio sessions, like that's a side business that I have. But since it's locked down, no visitors are coming through and
Oh,
stuff.
all right. Let's
Yeah.
break that down. You actually have a physical studio where you record for
Yeah.
people as well.
Yeah.
Yo,
pay
people,
to-
man, check that out. That Eagle Studio. What's the name of the studio?
Doesn't really have a name, just my name.
Oh, all right. That's
right.
the name. But come on, man. Why do you say that?
That Eagle
Studio.
Studios.
Today we're registering that officially. Go to
Right.
CIPC right now. That Eagle Studio. All right. So that's what's up. All right. And then yeah, is there anything special like you want to mention that I forgot to ask you or something?
Something special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a song cooking with a USA artist, and it's gonna come out soon. But the problem is the studios, he cannot reach a studio that side because of the lockdown. But
And you too.
yeah, but I live with the studio. I wake up next to the studio, so it's fine. I'm done with my part, just waiting for him.
Okay.
But he's very keen and eager to do it. He just hit me up a few days ago. He's like, he's ready. He wrote the verse. He played it out to me. He's just like, I'm just waiting for them to open. As soon as they open, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. So that's another project coming soon.
Okay. If I may recap that before you proceed, like you have a collabo engagement with another artist from the US and everything.
Yeah.
And you guys are negotiating that, and the project is in the pipeline and everything.
Yep.
You got the beats and back
Yep.
and forth. You're going.
Everything is ready.
All right.
Might be shooting the video next year.
All
We're
right.
planning a trip to the States, or he should come this side.
Okay.
And then we're gonna shoot that. It's gonna be like another big movement. The song is really hard, trust me.
Okay.
Except for the EP, there's gonna be more videos coming out soon, and yeah, more TV and more radio, and yeah, thanks for having me. You actually the first during this lockdown that's actually called me
We
through.
recognize, man. We recognize talent. When we
But
see
everybody
one.
else is just really scared of
That's
this
exactly
whole.
what Morgeez is all about. It's
Nah,
called
real
Morgeez.
G's. You guys are real G's,
We
man.
recognize talent. when
Nah,
we see
shout
one.
out to you. Shout out to you.
We are the best talent scout in Africa.
Yep. If
That's
you don't
how-
take risks, you cannot be the best.
Exactly.
So yeah, we taking risk over here,
Exactly. So on that note, man, is there anything special that you want to say to your fans, all of the people that been listening to your music locally, nationally, internationally? What you want to say to them?
I'd like to say, just keep on supporting me and trust me. I've given 110% on every single thing, and I got a lot things coming through, and yeah, and I try to engage as much as possible to people. I try to give them advice to indie artists. I try to give them advice and stuff, but yeah, they should look out. There's gonna be something really, really, really big that's gonna drop soon.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Is there anybody specific that you want to send some, or group of people that you want to send a shout out to?
Shout out. I know a lot of people. Oh my God. Okay. Apologies if I forget you,
Yeah,
but
most
yeah.
definitely.
first, shout out to my producer D.
Right.
He's with us.
Yo, D
right
right,
here.
there. Everybody give it up
Yo,
for
D.
D. Yo.
D is a beast. He's a legend, and
The
he should
beast
keep
producer.
working. Yeah, he produced every single
Awesome.
in my latest project.
Awesome, man.
Shout out to him. He produces Benny Afro too.
Speaking of Benny Afro, man, it's another superstar that you're working with.
Yeah, that's another superstar. I was there by his place last week. We had a session. We working on some new material. The label called him. They need some new songs, and we collaborated. And yeah, we're doing some new music, and that's gonna come out soon. Shout out to him.
Okay.
And yeah, I hope everything goes back to normal because he has some big plans. Yeah, so I hope everything goes back to normal. Shout out to him. Shout out to his brother McG. Shout out to my girlfriend Tando. She's with us here.
Yo, Tando, everybody
Tando,
give it up
Tando,
for
come on.
Tando, girlfriend. Yeah, the superwoman.
Shout out, baby. Shout out. And yeah, shout out to It's A Charles. Shout out to my manager, Costa and Boston. Shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, mama.
Shout out to my mom. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, mom. I love you. Yeah. I love you, mom. Happy birthday. And
Awesome,
shout out to my older brother. Shout out to Kat Michaels. Shout out to Fredo. Shout out to I have gang of people. Shout out to Alex Third. Shout out to Smash. Yeah, shout out to my whole family. Anybody that I forgot, I'm sorry. You know I love you. It's all love, but yeah, shout out to you.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Awesome, man. On that note, that Eagle Shaun.
Yep.
Morgeez Podcast, voice
Yep.
of the underground, streaming live on Morgeez Radio International. Peace.
Yeah, 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 yeah.